Hello. Not sure who we have on here. Chad. How's it going, Chad? Hopefully you're hard at work on them pipes. I forget. You planning on being at Chicago? Howdy, Mark. How's it going? Mark Welsh Piper's on in the house. Just out working on some pipes, trying to get ready for Chicago. Right now, I'm only looking at around 13 pipes for Chicago. I'd like to have more than that, but I think I'm going to take a vacation day next Monday to see if that will help or not. Can't hurt. Oh, not doing Chicago. Darn it. Missing out on a good time. Of course, you know that. You've been to the shows. Hopefully you guys are doing good tonight. I was just sitting here watching some YouTube videos and I thought, well, I might as well go ahead and go live while I'm out here working on pipes. Last one I did, Bobby Six Gun said he missed another one. Mark retracted a message. I missed it, but I guess that's all right. So I take it you're not working tonight, Mark? Not driving? I believe Chicago's still currently the biggest as far as attendance wise. And I'm guessing, I haven't been to Vegas, but I'm pretty sure that it's bigger than Vegas as far as number of tables also. Now, I guess when I was listening the other day to Brian Levin, I think, or maybe it was the Gray Woody Show, one of them said that, howdy, Papa Bear. How you doing, Gary? I think they said Muletown was the second largest as far as attendance. No work for 8 nights. Oh, man. That's rough. They need to get their act together and keep you busy. Hey, Travis, how's it going? The Happy Piper. Travis and Crystal Crop. If you guys aren't aware, follow the Happy Piper on Facebook. And a couple times a week, I can't remember if it's Monday and Tuesday or Friday. Monday and Friday or Tuesday and Friday. But 2 nights a week, Travis does a live on Facebook and shows pipes, and he'll give you a number, and he'll be like, yeah, this is pipe number 1. He'll tell you all about it, tell you what the price is, and the first person to type in the number 1 has the winning bid on the pipe. It's not your normal auction where people are running prices up. It's just whoever types in the pipe number first gets it. And he has a great layaway plan, world's best layaway plan. And on top of that, his shipping in the U.S. is only $6. You can't hardly beat that. Yep, hopefully we'll see you there. Have a table in Chicago. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Is it going to be Crystal and her daughter or sister, or are you going to make this one? Oh, yeah, Travis has some good box openings on YouTube also. I should probably be saying no to Chicago since I only have 13 pipes made. You and Gary Hammer, awesome. Be great seeing you two guys there. Not that I'm opposed to seeing Crystal. Don't get me wrong. Don't tell her I prefer you guys over her. I'll get in trouble. Papa Bear's gonna do Chicago. Okay. I mean, Chicago. Jeez. Oh, he retracted it. It said Columbus, I believe, not Chicago. Man, you guys are some message retracting characters there. First Mark, now Gary. Usually once I make an error, it's out there for the world to see. Crystal will probably be at Ohio. Okay, cool. Howdy, Smarty Bob. Hopefully you're having a great night. Smarty Bob shared some photos on his YouTube channel of our Indiana Pipe Club meetup. That was a good time last Saturday. And Bob scored him some Captain Black Grape. Heck, with that Captain Black Grape, the wife may even let you smoke in the house, Bob. Once she sees how good that stuff smells. It is a great day, Bob, for sure. Yep, it'll be a great time, Mark. Yeah, Mark's hoping to make it over for the Chicago Pipe Show, and hopefully we'll be able to get together Friday night, I think, maybe to go out and grab something to eat together. Or even if it's there in the hotel room, because they got some pretty good food down there in their dining area where they grill up some big old hamburgers, and it was good food. Me and Chris ate there the last day. But there's some stuff there that's not too far away that I'll have my truck and we can run over there. No way that'll happen, Bob. You never know. Miracles happen every day. Been checking the hotel out. It's huge. Yep. I'm smoking some stinky cigar leaf in my Dagner poker. What about the rest of you guys? Rest of you guys smoking anything at the moment? I brought a pipe out with me. After I do a little shaping here, I may switch over and have a pipe with you guys. I brought some hobbit weed out with me. What is it? Is it the Hyatt? It's on my phone. I can't check at the moment. I'm thinking it was the Hyatt Regency. It's a nice hotel right there. I guess it's close to the airport. I don't know. I didn't drive that far away from there. We drove maybe within a couple miles there just to run to Walmart or to run to grab something to eat every night. We didn't run too far from there. Maybe down the street to McDonald's for breakfast or something. Smoking J4 Burley. Man, Gary, Burley, I would have never guessed it. You, of all people, smoking Burley. Here's a couple pipes I was rusticating earlier. This is the first one. Well, this is the first Wizard that I've rusticated with side panels. I've done some of my Rangers with the side panels. But, yeah, I put those panels on, left the front and left the back and the top of the bowl smooth. And then this one's a little different. This is a Gary. It's a filtered pipe, and it's a battery 20%, may not be on here too long, and it's a faux spigot. And this one's a little different. I rusticated the front of this bowl instead of the sides. I've done the back and the front before, but this is the first one where I've just done the front and left the sides and back and top all smooth. Loving the hobbleweed. Hoping to grab some McClellan and a Sutliff blend, which I can't remember what it's called. Garrett had a pound of it recently with Syed. Oh, cool. Like the side panel. A lot of people seem to like the side panels on my Rangers for sure. We'll find out if they like it on the Wizard style pipes in Chicago. Thanks, Mark. Currently I'm trying to get this transition smoothed down. Trying to make a nice smooth transition right here on this Wizard pipe. And I think this Wizard pipe is going to have the shank rusticated and leave the bowl smooth, but I'll rusticate this so it kind of accents that pickaxe shape. And I think I'm going to leave this one. This is the first one I've done like this with a rounded top instead of being a flat top. Domed, I guess, would be a better word for it. Supper time. Okay, Gary, take care. I may crack out a pipe here and load me up some hobbitweed. And I'll show you another little pipe I got. I did not make this pipe completely. Bob got a kick out of it when I showed it to him. How do you decide what pipe shape to be your style? Well, this one was my first one, and it was based off of Aragorn sitting in the tavern smoking his. It was probably a clay pipe in reality, but I kind of went by his hand size. Now granted, my hands are a little bigger than his, and kind of got a rough idea of a length and size and everything. The only thing I couldn't do was match the thickness of the walls, because in the movie where Aragorn's sitting there watching Frodo and them, you can tell that he's got some pretty thin walls on his pipe. So I would say it's probably a clay pipe. And then, but yeah, the general shape I picked up from watching that movie and thought, man, I didn't even realize a Ranger style pipe was actually a style of pipe at the time. I just saw what he had and I thought, man, that'd be kind of cool, make one like that. And then on the opposite end of the thing was when me and Chris went to the Chicago show, he mentioned that he didn't see any Wizard pipes and he wanted a Wizard pipe. Well, Gandalf smokes a Wizard pipe, so since we couldn't find a Wizard pipe and Aragorn smoked the Ranger pipe, these become my two main shapes. I've done some others, but that's mainly my focus is Rangers and Wizards. And then this one's one that I'll put my pipe up. Now my pipe's probably 8.5 to 9 inches. And then you got this little guy. he ain't much bigger than the bowl. It's hard to even hold him so you can see him. He's so small. I forget what that one is. This one here, though, I did not make the stummel. I gotta go take a shower. Been working outdoors. Oh, good. Getting some exercise, Bob. Enjoying the weather. Glad to hear it. You take care. The stummel is about 2 1/4, and overall it's 4 inches. I bought this stummel over in St. Louis at a pipe show. A guy had made it, but it didn't have a stem, so I hand cut an ebonite stem to put on it, put the stain on it. I did not sand or do anything like that. I just put the stain on, put a clear coat on, and waxed it up. haven't smoked that one yet. I don't know if I will. It's just something fun to work on that day. Thanks, Mark. What's the hardest part of the process of making a pipe? John, JMZ56, how you doing? Yep, we're looking forward to seeing you there too. I don't know, all of it seems challenging at times, Mark. I've told Chris many a times that it's like you're on a precipice, and at any given point, any little thing happens, and it's in the bucket. I mean, that could be anything from hitting flaws to sanding and shaping. I've got two pipes, one Chris smokes and one I smoke, and on the heel here, they're only about 160 thousandths, so they're too thin to sell, but we're testing them out and we're smoking them anyhow, and we'll see how 160 thousandths holds up. I know a lot of pipe makers say they don't go thinner than 250. Well, we're going to see how that works. So yeah, we'll see what happens. So yeah, that's kind of my answer on that right now, Mark. I mean, I don't really feel good about a pipe until I'm putting my logo on the bottom of it. And even then, things can go south, but it just always seems like something can pop up. You can be sanding it and shaping it and run into a fatal flaw. Nothing you can do about it except chunk it. Hopefully any flaws you can find, you can work around them. I've got a couple pipes that I have the shape down, and when I drilled, I had flaws inside the chamber. So they are waiting for a bigger drill bit. I'm going to try to open them up and get through and get past the flaw. Oh yeah, that Fred Hanna seminar, that was a good seminar. I was sitting in there, but not towards front. Trying to talk Chris into leaving out early Thursday morning to get up there so we can hit some of the seminars Thursday. But not sure if that's going to happen because we got to have somebody to watch his little puppy. Mark, don't hold me to it, but I'm hoping to mix up a couple more ounces of hobbit weed to bring to Chicago for you. If I forget, ask me. Hopefully I'll have some with me. That's my plans, but things get kind of crazy when it comes pipe show time and trying to get everything together. There'll be no shortage of tobacco up there to be shared, though. Usually they have a 3 foot by at least 6, if not 8 foot table in the smoking tent, Mark, and it'll just be full of canning jars that size, bigger, big pound jar of it sometimes. They'll have tins of it that are open for you to try. Smoking tent is where it's at, Mark. Once you get your purchases, hanging out of the smoking tent is a blast. Oh, you made up a pound. Nice. I'm planning to bring a, don't know if I got it in my pipe bag yet. Planning to bring a 3.5 ounce tin of McBaron #1 Virginia from around the mid 1970s to share up there at the show out in the smoking tent. Hello, Pans. Sporting my Sutliff 175-year anniversary hat. Their last big bang. I think something I was thinking, it's nice when you get together with some of these other pipe makers also up there, because I won't call them out, but you'll notice the guys that are willing to help educate you on what you need to know, point out your flaws, or tell you something different on how they do something. It's nice how those guys, it's kind of like so many other things. When the tide rises, all ships rise. When the guys share like that, it even happens online. I shared what Phil Rivara explained to me about draft hole and chamber in order to check them to make sure they're at the right depth. And the way that he mentioned that to me was, if you take a flashlight, take your stem off, shine it into the shank, look down, you can tell where the light's coming through. He shared that with me once online. I guess if other pipe makers ask me not to share something, I wouldn't, but as long as they don't ask me not to share information as far as helping people to understand the correct engineering of a pipe, or maybe little tricks to doing something on a pipe, whether it's fitting a stem, or whether it's shaping a stem, or whether it's what to look for in the shape of your stummel, or whatever it might be. Unless somebody was to share something with me and tell me don't share it, then I guess I won't share it. But as long as pipe makers don't tell me that, other pipe makers, I don't feel like it should be a secret. I feel like we should all be willing to share that information, because I mean, in the end, you're going to buy their pipe because you like them, you like that particular pipe. I don't feel like it's going to cost me anything. It's not going to cost me a pipe sale just because I help somebody else make a nice pipe. Why keep knowledge to yourself? That's a head scratcher. I agree. Unfortunately, I seem to see that not only in the pipe making community, but I was a mechanic for years, and now my title is actually engineering tech. But even that, I still know a lot of the maintenance stuff. Guys at work having a problem, I tell them what I did. I mean, it makes no sense to me to just stand back and watch somebody struggle. We're not in competition in my mind. There will always be some that will want to know everything without trying themselves. I try to save them the growing pains if I can. Kind of like with our kids, we educate them so they don't have to go through the same stuff we went through. I heard on an interview once, one of the pipe makers said that he'd take his process to his grave. And he's way up there in the food chain, and I just don't see the reason for it. If it's all that it's cracked up to be, might as well share the information and let other people benefit from it. But that's just me. Everybody to their own. I've got 2 or 3 other young pipe makers that I try to help out. I'm not an expert by any stretch of the imagination, but I mean, even something simple as wiring up a motor and a V8 VFD drive. I was talking to a guy at the Muletown show, and he said he wasn't sure about that. I gave him my contact. I said, get a hold of me. I said, I'll snap pictures of what I got and I'll send it to you so you know exactly how I wired mine. Just want everything on a plate. Actually, the guy that I was sharing the wiring with, he's been making pipes longer than I have. I think he's at about the 5-year mark. He just doesn't understand electrical wiring. I don't mind sharing that knowledge. My problem was when I started drawing the picture, I couldn't remember exactly. I was like, you got to be kidding. Of course, that happens when you get old. I told him, I said, just get a hold of me. I'll snap pictures. That way it's very simple and easy to understand for you instead of me scribbling here and confusing you. Because we run 220 single phase, and you run that into your VFD, voltage frequency, whatever it is, drive, and then it converts it for us over to 223 phase. So that way you can run a 223 phase, which is more economical, uses less energy, has more torque. With the VFD, you have a variable speed pot on it where you can just turn the motor up and down for what you're working on. So anybody else got anything they're smoking at the moment? I mentioned earlier I'm smoking Hobbit weed. Gary Papa Bear, he's gone now, but he was smoking Burley. Happy Piper was smoking a cigar leaf in his pipe. Awesome, Mark, 63. When's retirement over there in the UK? Over here, full retirement for me is 67, but we can go as early as 62. And anytime in between 62 to 67, I'm going to try to hold out till 65. I'm 60 right now. So I've got 5 more years. That's totally understandable, Mark. I don't smoke in my house. The wife would not be happy. 67 over there also. Man, that seems like a long ways off. And then when we get there, time's gonna fly. Not very good at smoke circles yet. Yeah, I'm enjoying this Hobbit weed tonight. Something a little sweet. Let's see, we got 5 people. Just in case anybody wasn't in here earlier, I was showing a couple pipes I'm out here working on. This one's the first one I'm doing a Wizard with the side panels rusticated. Smooth in the front, smooth in the back, and just a panel on each side. Similar to the way I've done some of my Rangers, I panel the sides of those. And then I've got a faux spigot that I'm working on here. And I've rusticated it different than normal. I've rusticated the front of it and left the sides smooth and the back smooth. Our pensions are crap compared to what one has paid into a private one. Yeah, I'm not sure what the comparison is there. I know I'm not thrilled with ours. My wife turned your age this year, Mark, and she's planning on retiring on me at 63. She's going early. I guess over time we'll find out whether that was a good decision or not. Man, this temperature is nice here in Indiana today, but the wind is blowing. They're talking about having some pretty bad storms coming in, hail. The daughter mentioned hail size of baseballs or something. I hope that's not true. But we parked mine and her newer vehicles in the garage just in case. Here's a different Wizard that I'm working on currently. Sanding on it. I've got 3 more in the house. That'll bring me to a total of 13 for the show coming up in Chicago. I'm hoping to get more than that, so I'm going to take next Monday off and try to spend the whole out day. Can't even talk. Spend the whole day out here working. I don't know. I think it all depends on how much you make over here, Mark. I know if I go at 65, I ain't getting anything close to that. Somebody out there chainsawing after dark. Also sounds like the rain's starting. All right, guys. Well, I should probably hop off here. We've already been on here for 35 minutes, and I got my 10% warning a few minutes ago. I need to do a little bit more sanding on this Wizard pipe here before I go in for the night, and it is 8:18, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here. I hope you guys have a blessed week, and pipe on. Take care, everybody.